Hi, I'm Kat and this is my January monthly media. These are the videos where I talk about all of the movies, TV shows and live shows that I have seen in the past month. But because I didn't do one of these for December, I'm also going to include 3 standout things from that one. So in December I did watch a lot of random movies and Christmas movies, but I don't remember any of them now. There are 4 shows though that I remember watching. First is the latest season of Fuller House. This one dropped at the beginning of December, but I didn't watch it until the end of December because I was waiting to watch it with my mum. And as always, it's super corny, but I love it anyway. It's Fuller House and we only have half a season to go before it's gone forever and I'm going to cry. Next up is one that I also watched with my mum, and that is Nailed It. I'm not a big fan of cooking shows, but I love this cooking show because it makes me feel better about my cooking abilities. Number 3 is one that I've actually watched 1.5 times now, and that is The Witcher. I didn't know what to expect when I went into this show, but I love it. I can't believe we have to wait till 2021 for season 2, but it'll be worth it because not only is like the show itself like super interesting, but it also looks fantastic and that takes time. I don't know if I'll get into the games or the books. The books will just end up on my very long list of TBR, and my computer already freaks out when I'm trying to render a video, so I don't know how it would go playing games. But I love Geralt and Jaskier and Yennefer, and I can't wait to see more of them, and I need to finish my rewatch of it. And 4 is one that I only actually watched the first episode of, and that is You Season 2. So I watched the first episode the day it dropped, and I was like, yeah, okay. Like, because I've seen season 1, like I already know what direction this is gonna go in, so I'm not in a hurry to finish it, and I haven't really heard people going like as crazy about it as they did as season 1. So I'll get around to it one day. And now we get into January. First up is one that if you follow me on any of my social media, you have seen me yell about it, and that is Six the Musical. I saw this live in Sydney on the first day of previews, and it is amazing. If you don't know, it is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and they form a pop group, and to decide who gets to be the leader, they have a contest about who had the worst experience. It's fantastic and the costumes are amazing and the songs are so catchy. Like, I have one of those songs in my head at any given moment. So thank you, Hannah from Snow White Reader, for playing these songs in one of your vlogs because now I am obsessed. And as you can see, I also get to meet the queens after the show. We stood outside of the Sydney Opera House for 2 hours waiting for them to come out. It was their first day. They didn't expect people to be waiting. But sadly, I only met 5 out of the 6 queens. I missed Boleyn, ironically, because I was dressed as Boleyn. So it's a good thing I'm gonna go see it again in Melbourne, because then I can like fill one of these gaps. And while we're at the stage door, we also got to see one of the riders, Lucy, walk by. She didn't stop, which is okay, and none of the band members wanted to stop either, which is all good. It was late. If you see one of the cast or one of the band members or anything like look like they don't want to be stopped and they just keep walking, please don't stop them. They just want to go home and sleep. Next up was a rewatch for the I don't know how many time, and that is Buffy. So I moved at the beginning of this month. Yeah, the beginning was quite wild. I had New Year's in Adelaide. I flew to Sydney to see 6, and then I flew to Melbourne, and then I immediately went into work, and at the end of that week I moved. Because I moved, there was a period of time where I did not have Wi-Fi, so I had to watch the DVDs I own. Whoa. I don't own a TV, so I couldn't watch free-to-air TV, so I watched Buffy on my portable DVD player. I knew I never got rid of it for a reason. So obviously I love this show, and I watched about 1.5 seasons before I got my Wi-Fi back. Also, James Masters is coming to Supernova Melbourne, and I can meet him for a 3rd time. I am now pumped for Supernova Melbourne because now we've got Spike from Buffy, we have Piper and Leo from Charmed. Oh, I've met them too, they're amazing. Maybe I'll meet them for a 2nd time. And then we have Zelda from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's gonna be a good con. After that, I finished up a show, and that is High School Musical, the series. Yeah, seriously, like High School Musical, the series would have been fine. You didn't need to clarify it was a musical twice. Anyway, I finished that. I love it. It's cute. I love the songs. Very much gave me theater kid feels, like that moment when the kids sing a song to save their teacher from being fired. I wanted to cry. And then I have the DC CW TV shows. I'm still behind on them. I've hit 2018 now. I'm watching like all of them together. I did start Black Lightning, and I got about 3 episodes into it. I wasn't really feeling it, so I've taken that out of my rotation and might come back to it later. So yeah, I will keep going with these TV shows until I catch up. I mean, the only one I can really catch up with now is Arrow because it's finished, but I'll get there one day. And during all of that, I finally started a TV show that my coworker was yelling at me to watch, and that is the Tudors. I was telling her how much I liked Six the Musical, and she was like, well, I have a TV show for you. This one's about Henry VIII. I've watched season 1 so far. It was enjoyable. Henry Cavill's in it. It's weirdly bingeable for like a historical TV show. But yeah, it was interesting to watch and see what they do with all of the characters, because like, you know what's gonna happen overall. So it's how they get there that's super interesting. I stopped at season 1 to watch other things, but I will come back around and watch season 2 at some point. And second to last, we have the chilling adventures of Sabrina. I love this show so much. Like, if you know anything about me, you know that I hate horror. Like, I cannot do it. Like, my coworker is afraid to watch Sabrina because she's like, it's scary. But like, I can watch it and I'm not scared. Like, I don't do horror and I love this show. I think it's because witches don't scare me. So yeah, I love this show and I love the aesthetic of it and I love the characters. And my friend Jackie is currently watching it and she's sending me her thoughts, and I'm like, I had all of these thoughts too. One of them being that Ambrose and Prudence were in Scotland for all of 5 seconds and they were already wearing tartan. Like, they got their aesthetics on point. So I really enjoyed this new season. I really like Caliban. I also googled him and he's Australian. So the Prince of Hell and Lucifer are both Australian. Watching this show, I've very much been Nick and Sabrina, but like, I would also be happy with Caliban and Sabrina. Like, either works as long as it's not Harvey and Sabrina. I'm good. And lastly, we have my currently watching, and that is season 14 of Supernatural. I caught up to season 13 before I went to the Supernatural convention last year. So now I am catching up with season 14 because all of that is on Stan, and then I will probably catch up with season 15 before the finale airs this year. I don't even know what to say about this show. I've been watching it for 10 years, and yeah, like, if it went on for another 10 seasons, I would watch them, but I would complain about it every season like I have since season 7 started airing. Like, the storyline went for 6 seasons. That was like a full arc there with things in between, and now they just keep doing things and they don't give a shit, which I actually kind of love. Like, they just do whatever they want because they knew they weren't going to get cancelled, and they had to make themselves be cancelled. So there you go. There are the movies, TV shows, and live shows that I saw in the months of December and January. Please comment down below if you've seen any of these and what your thoughts were. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos.